What's up, Tiger fans? It's Morgan, Big Al, Houston, back again, this time to talk about one of the best quarterbacks for the 2023 recruiting class, Arch Manning. You may have heard of some of his uncles and grandfather, but we'll talk about him more in this clip. Before we do, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on all of our exclusive Clemson content that we put out every single week. All right, fellas, I'm really excited about this one. Arch Manning, 6'4", 208 pounds, from Isidore Newman, New Orleans, Louisiana, 2023 guys. So this is really our first 2023 evaluation or highlight review. Five-star guy, number three overall nationally in 24/7 Sports Composite, has a ton of offers, as you probably can understand. Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, LSU, Texas, and many, many more out there. But definitely a big time recruit, someone that anybody would love to have. Again, he has an uncle in Peyton Manning, another uncle in Eli Manning, and like I said, Archie Manning is his grandfather. So pedigree, I think, is an understatement. He definitely has the DNA to get him to the next level. And Cooper Manning was a really good wide receiver as well. So don't want to leave him out. He just had injury issues. But let's talk about Arch, and get into his film from Huddle.com. Let's start off with Big Al. Alan, tell me what you think when you see some of his film.
Well, look, this kid's an incredible talent. I mean, there's no coincidence that he's connected with Clemson right now a little bit because, I mean, when you get Trevor Lawrence, you get DJ Uiagalelei, you're just landing top quarterback after top quarterback. So I think it's definitely one of the reasons that the Manning family is so involved here. I mean, you watch his film; he's got nice touch on the deep ball. He's a capable runner. He's somebody that can really beat you with his feet. He's an intelligent player. Love how he goes through his progressions, which is, sometimes quarterbacks, especially in college, they get locked onto receivers and stuff like that. And it's nice to see a guy that looks at his options and finds the open man, throws accurately on the run, something you love to see, doesn't get rattled. The moment is not too big for this kid. He can fit the ball into tight windows. He's accurate when he has to throw, even across his body. So he's just got positive point after positive point. He's going to need to add a little bit of weight, but again, that's going to come in a college program. No big deal there. I think this guy is going to be an absolute star. Look, I mean, I think when you see a Trevor Lawrence and you see a DJ Uiagalelei, I think those guys are the top. I think those are some of the best quarterbacks ever to come out of high school. I would say that this guy is just a very small notch below those guys. Still plenty talented enough to be a completely dominant college player.
Does he have to be as good as Lawrence or Uiagalelei? Probably not. I mean, those guys, like you mentioned, are elite level guys, and he can still be elite and maybe not be as good or maybe have something different. I would say he's different than DJ. Looks more like Trevor in my opinion, but he definitely has that elite level pedigree, and he has that family, that coaching up, that experience, the DNA, if you will. But you can see when you look at him on the film, he has a natural ability to just sense pressure, understand timing. He's comfortable in the pocket. He's comfortable rolling out. His film shows that he can throw 45 plus yards or deeper. We know that he came to Clemson camp recently this summer and threw a deep ball to Uiagalelei's brother, and it was all over Twitter. So we know he's got an arm that can go deep. We know that he can be accurate with the pass as well. I like what he can do with rolling out. One thing that looks awkward is when you roll out to the left against your throwing arm, but he's able to do that with ease, a lot like Trevor Lawrence. So there's a lot of glimpses I see of Trevor in him, and I would love to see what he can do wearing the Clemson orange as well. But again, he doesn't have to be a Trevor Lawrence. He doesn't have to be a DJ. He just needs to be the best version of himself, and I think that will lead him to becoming a great player on Saturdays and potentially even Sundays as well. Houston, what's your thoughts?
Well, I think the one thing that we're missing is through all these highlights and the hype and the Manning name and everything, Arch is a rising junior. Okay, he's still got 2 more years of high school, 2 more years of being able to develop, 2 more years of basically going to his uncle's passing camp with the most elite college quarterbacks to coach him for the next 2 years. I was talking to the guys off air saying I didn't think there was a way that you could top the hype that Trevor Lawrence brought in to Clemson, and lo and behold, Clemson is in the running for a live, living, breathing Manning, and I'm stunned that we're able to say that as fans today, that Clemson's in the mix for this. Look, I think he's going to get better, and I think this is just the tip of the iceberg for what his development can show. I think the things that make him different is, at least on film and at least in high school, and I don't know about competition where he's at in Louisiana and how it truly is, but he's a little more mobile. He can move around. He can throw, kind of rolling out and hitting guys, looking a little bit more like Trevor Lawrence. And then on top of that, I think the one highlight, as Morgan mentioned, that won't come up on this roll is probably his best highlight from the Clemson camp, which when he spun the ball before he threw it, that's the biggest stud move I've ever seen out of any high school recruit ever. That's just pure hubris right there. Unbelievable. I loved it. And I'm really hoping that Clemson's able to put this together and get him going in the future.
Yeah, I look forward to see what he can do in his, like you mentioned, Houston, in his next couple of years in high school, and also see how his recruiting process goes with him. I think he's going to be a highly hyped guy for the next couple of years. Will have to be one that we watch and maybe do a couple of more videos on as we go. Let us know in the comments what you think. Do you think that Arch will come and become a Clemson Tiger, or maybe he's going to go somewhere else and we're completely crazy? Let us know what other university you think that Arch is going to go to. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This video is brought to you by Heating Cooling Services, Inc., family owned and operated, serving Anderson County and surrounding areas since 1980. Heating Cooling Services, Inc. is your residential and commercial comfort expert. Anything from preventative maintenance to your home HVAC system to overhauling a commercial chiller and everything in between. If you want to breathe easier and be nice and cool in your home or business this summer, give Heating Cooling Services, Inc. a call today. Give Mark or Jason Trammell a call at 864-224-7655. Again, 864-224-7655. They'll take good care of you.